Mitch McConnell needs to go. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video. And today, it is time that we talk about the current state of affairs happening in the U.S. Senate. And everyone, it is time that we have a serious discussion about Mitch McConnell and why it is time for him to finally go. He needs to retire. In fact, he needed to retire last year, let alone now. This is getting to a point where not only did he sabotage us in 2022, which we know that for a fact. I mean, if you have 5 brain cells, look up where Mitch McConnell spent money last year. But now he is freezing up in interviews. And I'm not just talking about look stumped, like he didn't know how to answer. For a minute, he just stood there looking. And this wasn't a one-off. This wasn't like, oh, he was dehydrated or whatever. This is the second time in under a month? He's done the same thing. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody. So, let me be clear. McConnell, before 2020, was surprisingly an effective Senate leader. Like, nobody liked him, but hey, he got a lot done. When it came especially with judges, all of them. We got 3 Supreme Court picks, and he did a good job at forcing them through. He was able to get, Gorsuch, all of them. He got the 3, though sometimes idiotic judges on the Supreme Court, but they've mostly been solid. Kavanaugh, Barrett, all of them. But here's the thing. That was, 4 years ago? 3 years ago. That's when Barrett was confirmed. But after that, he has been utterly useless. First of all, screwing us over in 2021 with the stimulus checks. I don't care what you say about Orange Man bad, he costed us Georgia. Remember, just 2 weeks before, Mitch McConnell said no to stimulus checks, and the 2 Democrats immediately said, if you vote us in, we are going to pass more stimulus checks for everybody. And Trump, in fact, tried to get Republicans to pass it. But for once, McConnell's like, nah, we don't need it. Well, what do you think costed us more damage? McConnell telling voters, no, we're not going to give you money. The other party will. Or was it some people, like a certain Sidney Powell and other people, was it them going to a crowd of 15 people saying, do not vote in the special election because we got to teach those rhinos a lesson for election integrity? What do you think costed us more? One of the most powerful people in the Senate or a couple nut jobs? Do the math. Well, not only that, but now he is showing some serious health concerns. A handful of GOP senators are weighing whether to force a fraught internal debate about their leadership's future after McConnell's second public freeze-up in a month. That's right, his second. And they were trying to play it off as, oh, he was dehydrated or something. Guys, you don't go from, oh, I was just a one-off to doing it a second time in the same fashion. He just stands there, looks at the person, and just What are you supposed to say or do? He's just standing there and just staring at you. That isn't good. Some rank-and-file Republicans have discussed the possibility of a broader conversation once senators return to Washington next week, according to a person directly involved in the conversations who confirmed them on condition of anonymity. Party leadership is not currently involved in those discussions, and nothing has been decided yet, this person added. It takes just 5 Republican senators to force a special conference meeting, which is the most direct way to have a specific discussion about the minority leader after his public pause on Wednesday revived questions about his condition. And I'm still wondering, why is he here? He's 81. You know why he's still here? Because he gets to choose who gets the funding. And a lot of the people that voted for him, take a guess. They got a lot of funding in their elections. This has always been my problem with this super PAC that he runs. He gets to decide where the money goes. Not, a committee of like 5 people. It's one person essentially deciding where the money goes. McConnell's people. We'll do the math in that situation. And plus, a lot of the Senate Republicans are just, let's be frank, absolutely useless. I mean, you got pro-choice senators in West Virginia, in Alaska. You have rhinos in Utah. You have bozos in Kansas. Well, Roger Marshall's okay, but you get what I'm saying? North Dakota's a joke. Wyoming? Meh. But it's Wyoming. Why do we have meh? Idaho is a complete clown show. Oklahoma. Arkansas without Tom Cotton's awful. Louisiana, it's Kennedy or bust. Alabama's decent. Just look at it. We have an awful Senate delegation. And a lot of these idiots still believe McConnell is some great leader. He's been absolutely pathetic for the past 3 years. But the Senate GOP also holds private lunches 2 or 3 times a week, giving members another forum for hashing out the direction of party leadership, one that could forestall the need for a special confab. And McConnell's health is a touchy subject. Why? He's 81 years old. He's been serving in the Senate for like 30 years now. What do you mean it's a touchy subject? It's just a serious discussion about, okay, what are we going to do with this guy? You froze up twice in a month and doing the exact same thing. Even detractors of the Kentucky Republican leadership style are sensitive to the health issues he faces after falling in March and suffering a concussion. I forgot about that, by the way. He tripped and fell in March. And that's what we know of. That's 3 health scares in under 5 months for the supposedly one of the most powerful people on Capitol Hill. Why is this a touchy subject? Just tell the guy, either stop being leader or we're going to force you out. This isn't a touchy subject. It's just a fact of life. He's getting older. He's having health concerns. There needs to be a serious discussion about this. If a special conference meeting doesn't happen, the issue could be punted until the 2024 election. However, a special meeting would undoubtedly draw more media attention that would amplify the risk of specifically broaching this touchy topic of McConnell's leadership. And his own support may be relatively unchanged, even after this 2 summer pauses. If I swear to God, if they do another vote and he gets 37 again, at what point do you just look at the GOP and say, what's the frickin' point of voting for these idiots? This guy has had just as many health concerns as Joe Biden the past year. Outside of Fetterman, who else is having these health issues in the U.S. Senate that's this public and widespread? I know Scalise had the cancer stuff, and God bless him, pray for him. But I'm talking about this entire year that you're dealing with, the mental side of somebody. there needs to be a serious discussion about this, because not only is McConnell garbage at his job, why do people worship this guy? Like on Twitter, these people defend McConnell. It's like, why? He purposely screwed us in Nevada, in Arizona, in even some other states like Georgia and Pennsylvania. You just keep looking at it. It's like, what do you mean it's Trump's fault? Who controls the money? McConnell, when he's spending money on Washington and Alaska to defend Murkowski? And then you don't know about the money laundering that not enough people are talking about when you start looking at this crypto stuff. Where's this money going to? This guy needs to go. If the issue of 2022 didn't change people's minds, this has to. You cannot have the guy in charge of the party's direction in the Senate, but also electoral strategy, money, all of it, freezing up like this. It's 2 times in a month for a minute, and he has to be hoisted away by his people. He's getting more and more like Biden by the day. I'm not trying to insult him, though he sucks. I'm just saying it's a fact of life. He's 81. He's not like Chuck Grassley, who probably better fit than most of us, if we're being honest. Mentally and physically. You could clearly tell something is wrong with McConnell. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Hit that little bell. Follow the social media accounts in the description down below. And of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.